First cup of coffee of the day. Good morning, and what a beautiful morning it is. The sun was out at 6:30 when I woke up. Really lovely to see. I have just published a midweek video and I'm dealing with some of the comments on that. The Wi-Fi is running a bit slow, which is frustrating, so I'm doing the best I can. I'm just about to have a banana for breakfast. This is what I tend to do. I've stopped having the cereal that I used to have in the morning, and occasionally I would have a banana. So I'm going to enjoy this. Using my Nicholson's Waterways Guide number 3, I'm going to explain the extent of today's journey. In the last episode I had moored up at Bridge 33. Today I'm going to continue my journey all the way along here up to Welford Junction. Then I'm going to carry on. I'm going to pass through Husbands Bosworth Tunnel. When I come out the tunnel, I'm going to carry on up to the Pipe Bridge, where I will moor up at the end of my cruising day. That's the boat I hired before I bought this. Well, that was a busy moment there. 3 boats passed, 2 in one direction and 1 in the other. I'm just getting ready to move off. I'm struggling to get off the edge. The wind has blown me against the armco. Just leave it with me for a minute. I'll see what I can do. Hopefully that's a bit better. Once I'm going, it should be alright. It really is another glorious day. No one behind me at the moment. Passing a moored boat. A viewer of the channel, in fact. Hello again. Hi. I was going to say, got similar shirts on. Not quite the same. All the best. We're just coming up to Bridge 34, so I haven't gone far yet. Lots of floaters in the air, real nuisance. There's a boat coming down towards me, still a way off. It's just come under Bridge 36. Okay. 6:36. I might actually back up. About getting caught on the side. He appeared from nowhere. I can see why, because there's a boat moored up here. I had expected a boat to take a wider line and I would have seen it sooner. So it's no one's fault, these things happen. Oops. About to touch the edge. Oops. Oh dear. That's what happens when you get wrong-footed. Back to normal now. I've never moored along here, but it really is a lovely spot, particularly on a day like today. It's really special. Floaters everywhere. It's such a nuisance. I must certainly remember this as a mooring spot. It really is very pleasant. Boats moored along here do restrict the width a bit. You couldn't get two boats past. To pass a boat with a lot of flowers on its roof. I'm now coming into a very narrow part. The reeds are so encroaching from both sides. You definitely only get one boat through here. Just glad there's no boat coming the other way. These are touching the boat as I go through. Look. This is the sort of mooring spot that I like, where you can back your boat up to the reeds and you've got no one behind you. If you want to run your engine, you're not going to cause such a problem. That's a lovely view ahead. I like to see the fields once they've been harvested. Nice spot along here, isn't it? Just going under my last bridge before mooring up for lunch. I will soon be on the approach to Welford Junction. It's not an easy place to moor. I don't like using mooring pins. They do have some hoops provided, but if they're occupied, I'll be moving on. Actually, I could have moored along here. The canal is plenty wide enough for boats to pass. I was sort of so fixed on stopping where I decided I'd stop. I didn't give it any thought. Yes, that would have been a good spot, I think. But I can see now that there are no boats moored along here at all. That is very unusual indeed. I think I've mentioned that before. So I should be able to find somewhere suitable. The towpath is very low relative to the water. That can create a problem in itself. But I've got my pick of places. I'm looking out for the rings at the moment. Yes, I can see some along here. The canal line, or the towpath, is very low relative to the water. Right, I'm going to get ready to jump off. Well, I've got moored up okay. As you can see, it's quite different to usual. I was lucky that my front bow line actually reached forward and back again. So pleased about that. Anyway, I'm going to have some lunch now. I'll catch up with you later. This afternoon we will be going through Husbands Bosworth Tunnel, so there's something for you to look forward to. One of the difficulties with the mooring rings is the way they are spaced. They're never in the right position. Either too close or too far apart. You cannot get 3 rings on my boat in the right positions. You've guessed well. Yes, it is another cheese top roll. Yummy. I'm just about to set off again and I've just remembered this. A quick spray. Help a bit, mustn't it? A bit on the legs. Right, well, I'm off again. I've had a thought as to where I might stop. Somewhere ahead of Foxton Locks, actually. I just hope where I've got in mind is going to be vacant and I can moor up there. I'm just coming up to the junction. There is a boat behind me, a long way back in the distance. That's the Welford Arm just there. Bridge 42, just going under it now. This is an interesting boat coming up. I have seen it before. It's got a square front. Quite unusual. No obvious means of propulsion. Could use an outboard motor, I suppose. I've just done a quick change of hats. I was intending to do that before I got to the tunnel. I don't want anything to happen to my new hat, that's for certain. So I thought I'd do a quick swap over. It is a little bit windy, so I think I'll put the chin strap on. Always tuck it in behind my ears. There we go. Hopefully that will stay on alright. Hello, doggy. I'm just coming up to North Kibworth Wharf. Take it very easy through here. Going under the road bridge, bridge number 45. See, there's a workboat ahead of me. Well, I'm on the run down now to Husbands Bosworth Tunnel. You do get the sense you're going downhill actually. It's weird how sometimes you think you're going uphill and sometimes you think you're going downhill, and we know that the water has to be level. Has to be. Looks quite pleasant through here. The sun filtering through the trees. Normally I come through here and it's a bit dull, not very pleasant at all, but today it's quite lovely. There's a boat approaching me, just come out the tunnel of course. Hello. Slow down again because I'm just about to pass another boat. Hello. I think there must be one more bend to do and then the tunnel. Seems a long way down here. Well, the tunnel cometh, just one more bend. I can see the tunnel sign on the left hand side, the black sign with a small white writing. They seem to be very popular, very difficult to read. I can't actually see the tunnel mouth yet. I can see some people walking down though, not from a boat. Just have a quick read of the sign as I flash past. Hello. Putting my roof light on. I can't see yet if anyone is in the tunnel because I'm approaching it slightly askew. I can't see the other end of the tunnel. Whether that's because there are diesel fumes in there, I don't know. My light seems to be pointing far too much in the air. I hadn't expected that. It seems to be lighting up the roof just ahead of it. I'll have to make an adjustment on that. I can actually see the end of the tunnel, but it's in gloom. I don't understand why my light is not adjusted right. I must have knocked it with my brush when I brushed off the cobwebs and things on the front. I just didn't realise. At least there's no boats coming towards me. It doesn't seem to be a very interesting tunnel. From memory, it's 1166 yards long, a few less meters. I'm probably in here for 15 minutes or so, so I think I'll switch the camera off now. Catch up with you later. Bye for the moment. I think this tunnel is a little bit kinky. I seem to be doing quite a lot of manoeuvring. I can see the end of the tunnel now. It's quite clear, looks fairly bright outside. It's taken a while though for that to come into view, because with most tunnels you can see the end as you enter. But I think there are some fumes in here from the two boats that passed through before I came in. Well, not far to go now. Seems like about 50 metres. Signs in the tunnel are all in metres, not yards. And the sun is still shining. That's good, isn't it? If you recall, when I came out of Kibworth Tunnel, the weather had changed dramatically from when I went in. But there again, that is the third longest navigable tunnel in England. So very nearly there now. Just turning that light off. Well, the front of the boat is just about to pop out. I'm very shortly going to follow it. Hey! Made it. Now what must I remember to do? I must remember to turn my lamp off. Well, that was a different experience because my headlamp is pointing up to the roof rather than straight ahead. You don't want it pointing dead straight ahead as you're blind oncoming boaters, but you do need to have a little bit of an angle to avoid that. But mine is way up, absolutely way up. I was quite surprised, and I think what's happened is I've knocked it, because I often just going to reduce the revs a bit. What I do, I go round the boat with my trusty broom and I wipe off all the cobwebs. I think what's happened is I've obviously accidentally knocked it and not realised it's changed its angle completely. So I must remember to sort that out. I'm just going under bridge 46. Let's see where that boat behind is. The boat's just come out of the tunnel. I can still see lovely blue skies. Wonderful. I must say it's very pleasant through here. It's another of those stretches of canal which doesn't look very pleasant, friendly, nice when the weather's bad. But on a day like today, when the sun is coming through, it really makes a difference. And has anyone noticed? Have you noticed or not? I've put my other hat on. I was just thinking of moving over to allow the boat behind me to pass. I've just looked back and there's a boat behind that one as well. So I've got two boats following me fairly closely now. And I'm not wanting to rush, unfortunately. Just taking my time. But I don't like being followed, that's the problem.
We have a boat with us as well.
That's fine, he can come past as well. I stopped at this point because there's some Armco here, which means the water depth should be good for mooring against. Yeah, fine, I've just pulled over to let you pass.
Thank you, as long as we haven't broke down.
No, I've
Well done.
I've been doing the gentlemanly thing, I hope. Well, there's no more boats coming, so I've done my good deed again. I think those boats are capable of moving much quicker than I could. I suppose I should say I hope they don't moor up where I'm intending to, because straight ahead, slightly round the bend as it were, and I'll be mooring up if there's no one else there. It's quite a lovely spot which I have used before. You'll see when I get there. If there's a boat there, I'll probably shy off, I think, and do my own thing and moor somewhere else. I'm very close now to where I want to moor, just beyond the pipe bridge. I can see the pipe bridge quite clearly. I can't quite see round the corner. It's looking clear. I think I'm in luck. I'm not going to go all the way round because of the sun. I think I need to be here because there are some trees. Just going to hop off. Well, that's it, I've moored up. Time to turn the engine off, and I've forgotten to record the hours again. I'll just quickly put it back on again. Right, I've made a mental note. I'll switch it off again. Wow, it's just the same as it was yesterday. A beautiful day, absolutely beautiful. That's the end of this episode. Many thanks for watching. I hope you're all keeping safe and well. If you haven't yet done so, please subscribe and click the bell to receive notifications of future videos as they're published. As always, take the utmost care. Bye for now.